Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got game one of a three-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and Texas Rangers. And leading off for the visiting Jays, playing second base, Alomar. Batting second and playing short is Fernandez. Batting third, playing first base is Alderwood. Batting fourth, playing third base is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Batting fifth, playing right field is Barfield. Batting sixth, playing center field is Wells. Batting seventh, playing left field is Stewart. Batting eighth, doing the catching is Witt. And on the mound is Doc, Roy Halladay, batting ninth. And we got a pitching matchup today, don't we? Batting lead off for the hometown Rangers, playing center field is Rivers. Batting second, playing second is Kinsler. Batting third, playing left field is Hamilton. Batting fourth, playing first base, Palmero. Batting fifth, playing right field is Howard. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Rodriguez. Batting seventh, playing third base is Blaylock. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Andrus. And on the mound, batting ninth, the Ryan Express, Nolan Ryan. Let's get down here to the field and get this game started, folks. And Alomar's going to lead it off, batting 364, off to a great start with no homers and 2 RBIs. And Nolan Ryan, this is his second appearance. He's 0-1 with a 6 ERA. And here's the pitch to Roberto Alomar. And that's going to be a ground ball down to his counterpart at second. Kinsler's up with it over to Raphael for out number one. That brings up Tony Fernandez, batting 304, no homers and 3 RBI. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. He pulls that one, and Howard gets over there quickly, cuts it off. And now there's one on and one out. And you got John Alderwood up. And John is batting 333 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a fly ball. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. And that's Nolan's first strikeout of the game. One down. And Guerrero comes to the plate. And Guerrero's batting 238 with 1 homer and 4 RBI. And that's going to be a pop up behind home plate. Rodriguez takes the mask off, makes the catch. And Toronto strands one. We go to the bottom of the first. Toronto nothing. The Rangers coming to bat. You got Mickey Rivers to lead it off here, followed by Kinsler and Hamilton. Rivers is batting a even 300 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. And this is Roy Halladay's second appearance. He's 1-0 with a 2.57 ERA. And here's the pitch to Mick. And Mickey gets a leadoff single. Hits out in the right field. Barfield up with it. So Rivers is down at first. And only nobody out. And Kinsler comes to the plate. And they're going to do a little hit and run. Kinsler's batting 286 with no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to save them from grounding into a double play. They're going to get the the batter out at first. And that'll be it. That'll be a 6-3 put out. But Mickey gets in the scoring position with the hit and run. And that brings up Josh Hamilton now. Runner in scoring position and 1 out. Hamilton batting 235 with a homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Josh out. That's Doc's first strikeout of the game. Now Rafael Palmero, can he do something with a runner in scoring position? He's hitting an even 300 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop-up down the short. Tony's back, makes the catch, and that'll do it. And the Rangers leave one. To the top of the second we go with no score in this game. You got Barfield, Wills, and Stewart due up. And Jesse, he's batting 200, no homers and 2 RBIs. And that ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. That is out of here. Jesse Barfield with his first homer and third RBI of the year gives the Jays a 1-0 lead here against the Line Express. Vernon Wells leading the American League with a .344 batting average with 2 homers and 9 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Blaylock's up with it. He fires over to first. So Nolan gets the first out here, settles down after the leadoff homer. See Texas' upcoming schedule. They got 2 more games here against Toronto, and then the Tigers come to town. Shannon Stewart's batting .211 with no homers and 2 RBI. And that's going to be against the righty. That is going to be a fly ball out to center field. Rivers makes the catch. Nice play by Mick. That took a base hit away from Stewart. Now there's 2 down. And Ernie Witt comes up, batting .389, off to a great start with 2 homers and 8 RBIs. And he continues that, folks, because that's a ball off the wall. Ryan didn't fool him with that fastball. Ernie's all over it with a double here. And at the worst, it gets Halladay up. So he won't lead off the top of the third. And Doc is 0 for 2 on the year, looking for his first hit. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Rivers. But the homer by Jesse Barfield makes it a 1-0 game. So we go to the bottom of the second with Howard, Rodriguez, and Blaylock due up. And old Hondo. Frank Howard's only batting .188. He does have 2 homers and 4 RBIs, though. And that's going to be a deep fly ball out to Vernon Wells. He's back near the track, just short of it, makes the catch. And there's 1 down. And Pudge Rodriguez comes up batting .250 with a homer and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a lazy fly ball out to Jesse. And he makes the catch quickly. 2 outs here in the second. See if old Hank Blaylock can do something. As Paul joins us here from FSC Sports Desk. Check out his great channel, folks. Doing a lot of stuff with Pocket Pennant Run. And Hank batting .231 with no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a base hit. That's a 2-out single. So Blaylock gets aboard, and here comes Elvis. Elvis is in the building, folks. And Elvis is only batting .067. No homers and no RBIs. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Doc. Halladay's up with it, fires over to first, and Elvis has left the inning here, folks. And again, the Rangers strand 1 to the top of the third. We go in a 1-0 game. Oh, you're welcome, Paul, buddy. Not a problem, man. And we're back to the top of the order here in the top of the third. Alamar Fernandez and John Olderud. Oh, I appreciate it, man. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. And here's the pitch to Alamar. He's 0 for 1. And he's going to be, that's a rare play, a 62 and a 36. And that's going to be out to center field. Mickey Rivers is out there. And that's not good. That's not good at all. 62. And that was a 5. That's going to be a single in the center field. Batter to third on error. S is going to stop at second. Nope, that's a 2-base error. That's a single. Mickey lets the ball play him. That's an E8. And Alamar is going to get down the third, folks. A 2-base error by Mickey Rivers. And now the Jays have a chance of going up 2-0 here with nobody out. Nolan Ryan, better watch out. This is when you could get one in a year. Nolan's not that happy right now. And Tony Fernandez, he singled his first time up. They'll play back and give up the run for an out. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And Nolan looks to runner back, fires over to first for out number 1. Now John Olderud's up. And John, he's 0 for 1 today. Nolan struck him out. He could use that here. And that's not what happened. He walked him. So John's down at first now. And with the speed on the pads, they're going to play back for the double play. Johns doesn't have great speed, and Vladimir at the plate, he doesn't have great speed. Guerrero is 0 for 1, so they're going to try to turn 2 here. And that's going to be first and third, hit back to the mound. Can Nolan turn 2 here is the question. 55. And we didn't put Nolan's, hold on a second, we didn't put his fielding rating in. Give me a second. We got to do a little editing here, a little behind the scenes here. Sorry about that. And let's go to, no, we don't want this. I want to edit it. I don't want to see the rosters. I don't want this. I want to do player editor. Go to the Rangers. Go to Nolan Ryan. And we didn't put this in here. And where's Ryan at? He'll be he's only a 1. And it'll just be easier to do the whole thing. Alrighty, now we can go back to the game. And I'm sure that's going to be fielding 3 as 007 joins us again here today. Check out his great channel, folks. And let's resume the game here. Now that we did a little behind the scenes and fixed Nolan. So we got all the right stats in the notes here. There we go. And he's off. That's going to be fielding column 3. And the only play is going to, nope, that's a swing and a miss. Big strikeout by Nolan. How about that, folks? That K. He's back-to-back strikeouts with runners on the corner. Can Nolan get out of this with nobody scoring? And Jesse Barfield, who hit the homer, only run of the game so far, is up now. And Nolan can't get out of this mess, folks. Nolan can't get out of the mess. That's going to be a double in a deep center field. Rivers doesn't have much of an arm. John doesn't have much speed, so we'll see what happens here. He should be able to score easily, I would think, with 2 outs. Yep, and that's going to be a 2 RBI double by Jesse Barfield. So Nolan can't get out of the mess. 2-run score, and it's a 3-0 ball game. Now you got the American League leader and batting up now, Vernon Wells, with a man down at second and 2 outs. Nolan gets back-to-back strikeouts, but then gives up a double. Vernon's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be against Nolan, a 16. And that's going to be a base hit in the left field. Jesse's got good speed. Hamilton's got an excellent arm out there, though. Excellent arm. That'll be a... And it'll be only a 66 can throw him out here. And he's in there. So that's back-to-back RBI hits. And now it's a 4-0 ball game, and Nolan in trouble. Trouble is trouble. In the third inning here, Shannon Stewart's up now with a runner down at first and 2 outs. And Shannon's 0 for 1 today. And he gets a hold of this, folks. Damn, they're just beating Nolan the hell and back here. Great movie, by the way, with Audie Murphy. The hell and back. That's going to be hit in the left field. 25 or lower will score Vernon, and that'll be a 51 or lower. He scores, and Hamilton throws him out at the plate, folks. Nice job by Josh Hamilton. A double in the right field, and he throws Vernon Wells out at the plate. And that'll end the inning. A little tip of the cap by Nolan. Or this game could be 5-0 and still batting. We go to the bottom of the third. Rangers got some work to do. You got Ryan to lead it off, followed by Rivers and Kinsler. And Nolan is 0 for 2, looking for his first hit of the year. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound, 44-2. And that'll be fielding column 1. And that's a nice play by Halladay to get his counterpart out. He picks it up, fires it over to first, and Nolan's out of there. We're back to the top of the order, and Mickey Rivers, he started this game off with a single. And he's going to do something here. That ball is squared up, and that ball is driven into the gap. So Mickey's 2 for 2. Now he's got a double down at second. See if the Rangers can cash in on this. With Rivers' speed, a single probably scores him. Kinsler is 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be a 36. And that's going to be a rare play. A 43 and a 36. '27. Infield. 10, 13, 22, 31, 35. That's going to be a line drive double play. Rivers gets hit down the first. Line drive double play. Hit down the first, and they double up Rivers at second. Not what the Rangers are looking for, folks. And that'll end the inning. Kinsler hits it right on the button. John Olerud catches it, fires it over the short, and that is the inning, folks. When we go to the top of the fourth, it's still 4-0 Toronto. You've got Witt, Halladay, and then Alomar due up. Ernie's 1 for 1, doubled his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Ernie strikes out. That's Nolan's third strikeout of the game. And now you got old Doc Halladay up. Roy is 0 for 1 today. And that's back-to-back strikeouts for Nolan. Can he strike out the side here, folks? Alomar's up. He's 1 for 2, singled. Reached third on an error and scored. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That is good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Nolan Ryan strikes out the side. After giving up 3 in the third, he settles down in the fourth and looks more like the Ryan Express. Now you got the big boys due up here for Texas, Hamilton, Palmera, and Howard. Josh is 0 for 1 today. Struck out his first time up. That's going to be a fly ball in the right field, and that's going to be a single. And Jesse Barfield misplays that. That's going to be an error. That'll be an E9. And Hamilton's going to get down the second. So now you got the leadoff batter on with the single and down the second on an error. And here comes some more bats coming up here. Rafael Palmeiro, 0 for 1 today. Can he drive in a run here? And he does more than that, I believe. That ball is high. How far is it going to go? Off the wall. Just missed a home run, folks. Palmeiro doubles in the left field. Yep, doubles in the left field. Just missed it off the wall here in Texas. Must be a night game. The ball didn't carry as far as he thought. Halladay did a good job keeping it out of the sweet spot. Still nobody out and a runner down at second. But it's a 4-1 game now. Now you got Frank Howard up. He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a ground ball, 62 and a 9. That'll be fielding column 2. That's going to be popped up down to Tony. He makes the catch for out number 1. Now you got Rodriguez up. Can Pudge do something with 1 out and a runner in scoring position? He's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be against the lefty. 13. That's a nice play down at second. Sorry, that's a nice play down to third. As Guerrero catches a nice pop bump over his shoulder in the shallow left field. Now there's 2 down, and it's up to Hank. Hank Blaylock's 1 for 1, singled back in the second. And that's going to be a base on balls. So it's going to be up to Elvis, and Elvis is struggling. Might not have been a bad idea for Halladay to kind of pitch around Hank. Elvis is 0 for 1, grounded out his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Halladay strikes him out. The Rangers scored 1 on the double by Palmeiro. Make it a 4-1 game as we go to the top of the 5th. You got Fernandez, Olerud, and Guerrero due up. And Tony's 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. That's the 4th strikeout in a row by Ryan. So there's 1 down, and Ryan is now up to 6 strikeouts in this game. And John Olerud's up. He has struck out and walked and came around to score his last time up. And he doesn't walk or strike out this time. He blasts that ball in the right field. He turns on that fastball. And it's now runner down at second and 1 out for Guerrero. When they're making contact against Nolan, they're hitting it well. Guerrero is 0 for 2, struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to second. And a 21 and a 7. 21 and a 7. That will be fielding column 1. And Kensler's able to knock the ball down, but can't make a play. And the runner will get down to third. So now you got first and third. 1 out. They'll play back for the double play. Jesse Barfield's having a hell of a game. He is 2 for 2 with a double and a homer and 3 RBIs and scored twice. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. Let's see. Howard doesn't have a very good arm, but John Olerud is slower than molasses here. So that'll be a out the right field. Need to re-roll dice. A 3 will be a 36. And he's going to stay put. He's going to stay where he's at. So that's a fly ball out the right field. And now Vernon Wells is up. And again, he's leading the league in hitting. They used to take a chance and get thrown out. Vernon's 1 for 2. He singled and drove in a run his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. The Ryan Express gets the job done. Strikes out his 7th victim and keeps this a 4-1 ball game. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. You got Ryan due up, and then back to the top of the order in Rivers and Kinsler. Nolan's 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Halladay strikes him out for only his third strikeout of the game. Now Mickey's up, and Mickey's a perfect 2 for 2 today. Singled and doubled his last time up. Can he keep this up? He sure does. He squares this up. He's got Halladay's number today, folks. And Mickey's got a single in the left field. He's aboard here with 1 out. Let's see here. Is Mickey going to try to take off? I doubt it. Kinsler's up. They're going to try hit and run here with Kinsler. See if it pays off. That's going to be a 14 and a 7. And that's going to be a single in the right field. And the runner's going to get down the third on the hit and run. Nice job. Perfectly executed, folks. So now you got first and third. 1 out here, and the big boy's coming up. And Josh Hamilton's up now. He's 1 for 2. He singled, got the second on an error, and came around to score his last time up. Can Hamilton drive in a run and cut this lead in half here? And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. They'll play back with a 3-run lead, a 42 and a 9. That should be fielding column 1, and it is. And that's going to be the old double play ball, folks. Not what the Rangers needed. That's going to be the old 6-4-3 ending double play. And the doc, he wrote his prescription himself. Oh, Halladay. Just what he needed. The doctor ordered a double play, and he gets it. I think that's the second double play of the game against the Rangers. We go to the top of the 6th. It's still 4-1. You got Stewart, Ernie Witt, and Doc Halladay up. Shannon's 1 for 2, doubled his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And Ryan is just doing the job ever since that rough third inning. Now Ernie's up. He's doubled and struck out his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Elvis, he bobbles that one, folks. And that's going to be an E6 on Elvis. Ernie's down at first. Halladay's going to try to bunt him down to second. Halladay's 0 for 2 today. That is bunted foul. That's 2 strikes on him. Here's the 0-2 pitch. You see Toronto's 4-4 with 65 strikeouts. They've walked 24, given up 18 doubles and 3 triples. Texas has struck out 43, walked 15, given up 17 doubles and 1 triple. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be 2 balls on him or not. Let's see here. That's going to be, he's going to walk him. He's trying to bunt, and Nolan Ryan walks the pitcher while he's trying to bunt. Unbelievable. Now you got Alomar up. Runners on first and second. And the Ryan Express is shaking his head. He thinks he's been robbed there. Alomar's 1 for 3 today. Struck out his last time up. Singled, came around the score. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Rivers makes the catch. And there's 2 down. And now it's up to Fernandez. First and second and 2 outs in a 4-1 game. He's 1 for 3. He struck out his last time up. Not this time, folks. Not this time. That ball is hit hard. Where's it going to land at? And that's going to be hit into center field. And I don't know if Ernie, he should be able to score. Ernie is as slow as molasses. This team doesn't have a lot of speed, that's for sure. But Ernie will score without a throw. And let's see if Halladay can make it down the third. He should be able to. That ball was hit deep. Yep, so it'll be first and third, and they get that run right back. So now it's first and third, 2 down. And John Olderud's up. He's 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. And that's going to be, with the catcher, a 63 and a 9. And that'll barely be column number 2. And that's going to be, it's going to be a Baltimore chop in front of the plate. Nice play by Rodriguez. He picks it up, throws down the first to get John. But the Jays score 1, get the lead back to 4. It's 5-1 as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Got the big boys due up, Palmera, Howard, and Rodriguez. Palmera is 1 for 2. He had a double and an RBI his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Halladay strikes him out for out number 1. And now you got old Hondo Howard up. He's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts. Howard strikes out, and now Halladay's filling it with a 4-run lead. That's his 5th strikeout of the game. And then you got Rodriguez up. He's 0 for 2. And Pudge gets a hold of this one, folks. See where this will land at. And that ball is driven into right field. Jesse gets over, cuts it off. Rodriguez is going to be held to a single with 2 down. And Hanks up. Can Blaylock keep this merry-go-round going? He is 1 for 1 today. He singled and walked his last time up. And he gets a hold of this. That ball is high. How far is this one going to go, folks? That is the question. And that will be in 11. And Kissick, goodbye. Hank Blaylock with a 2-run shot. This made this a ball game, folks. It's 5-3. It's Hank's first homer of the year. And just like that, it's a 2-run lead. And Elvis comes to the plate, and Elvis, to say the least, is due. He is 0 for 2 on the game. He's 1 for 17 on the season. And he gets the job done. That ball is high. That ball is far. How far is this one going to go? Kissick, goodbye, back-to-back homers. And it's a 1-run ball game. Elvis has left the building, folks. Back-to-back jacks. And are they going to leave Ryan hit? I think they are. It's 2 outs. Nobody on. The Ryan Express is going to hit. He's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Halladay strikes him out. But the Rangers score 3 on 2 homers. Back-to-back homers, and make this a 5-4 ball game as we go to the top of the 7th. You got Guerrero, Barfield, and Vernon Wells due up. It'll be a short leash for Ryan. That's for sure, with a 1-run lead. Guerrero's 1 for 3, singled his last time up against Nolan. And he blasts this ball, and that's probably going to be it for Nolan. That ball is hit down the first base line, and that's going to be a leadoff double. And they're going to go out and pull the Ryan Express. See who's going to come in the game here. Let's see, you got righties all coming up. And Russell's going to come out of the bullpen, Jeffrey Russell. See if he can keep this a 1-run game with a runner down at second and nobody out. So runner down at second, nobody out. This is Russell's 2nd appearance of the year. He has no record with a 10.8 ERA. Jesse Barfield's having a damn good game. 2 for 3 with a double, a homer, 3 RBIs, and scored twice. Here's the pitch to Barfield as we drop a dice. And that ball is high. That's not what they want to see. That ball is far. How far is this one going to go? And that ball is off the wall. Jesse Barfield just missed his second homer, but he gets his second double of the game. That ball is hit in the deep left field, and that'll score a run. And just like that, it's back to 6-4, 2-run lead, and a runner still down at second. And Vernon Wells is up. He is 1 for 3 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. See if he looks to run. Nope, that's a line drive down the short. Do they double up? Nope, that's a swing and a miss. Sorry, Russell's got the K. Strikes him out for out number 1. Now Stewart comes up. And Stewart's 1 for 3. He's doubled in this game. Against the righty in 18. And that is going to be a ground ball down the short. And he looks to runner back to second. Elvis fires over to Rafael Palmero. And there's 2 down. And Ernie Witt comes to the plate. And Ernie's 1 for 3. He also has a double in this game. You see, when they made contact against old Nolan, it was hard. That ball's hit hard. That ball is blasted in the right field. That ball is high. That ball is far. And kiss it goodbye. Ernie Witt gets 2 run homer, and they get all 3 of those runs right back, folks, just like that. Russell can't get the job done, and it's back to a 4-run lead. And I think that's going to be it for Halladay. Yeah, we're going to take Halladay out and pitch hit for him. Let's see who's going to. He just got roughed up in that 6th inning. And do they got any lefties on the bench? Oh, Delgado. I don't know if you want to use him yet or not. They are. They're going to use Delgado. The lefty's going to come off the bench, face Russell. In an 8-4 game now. As Ken Castro joins us. Not the pitch and matchup I was hoping, Ken. Got some strikeouts, but they're getting hit and hit hard. Especially the Ryan Express was. So now nobody on. 2 outs. And Carlos Delgado's batting 143 with no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. We go to the top of the order here with 2 outs. And Roberto Alomar steps to the plate with a runner on first and a 4-run lead. He's 1 for 4 in the game. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. Russell picks it up, fires over to first, but he gives up 2 out of those 3 runs are charged to him. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's 8-4 Blue Jays. Let's see here. Got a lefty, a righty, and then a lefty coming up. They're not going to use BJ yet. Too early for that. Let's see here. Garvin. I don't think they're going to use him either. I think he's been used like 2 or 3 games in a row. This Toronto Blue Jays bullpen has been used up a little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, they're not going to go with Garvin. They're not going to go with Ryan. I think Dwayne Ward's going to come out of the pen. Yep, Dwayne Ward's coming out. Trying to get through this 7th inning. This is Ward's fourth appearance. He's 1-0 with no ERA. And he'll be facing the top of the order, Rivers, Kinsler, and Hamilton. Mickey is a perfect 3 for 3, folks. 2 singles and a double in this game. Can he keep it up? And that's going to be against the righty 20. And they're finally going to get Mickey out here. That's going to be a fly ball out to his counterpart. Vernon Wells comes running in, takes a hit away from Mick. Nice running catch. And there's one down. And Kinsler's up. He's 1 for 3, singled his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Tony at short. Over to John, and now there's quickly 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And Hamilton gets something going. He's 1 for 3 in the game. Also scored. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 15, and that's going to be an infield hit. Josh Hamilton gets aboard here with a single. And let's see now if Rafael Palmera can get these Rangers back in the game. And does Hamilton take off? That might be the question. So we got Palmera up, the runner down at first, 2 outs. And here's the pitch to Rafael. And that's going to be 2. He's going to walk Palmera. And Ward is walking himself into a mess here because one swing of the bat by old Hondo, Frank Howard. And we got us a ball game again, folks. Howard's 0 for 3. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Fernandez. He goes the short way over to second. The Rangers strand 2 to the top of the 8th we go. And you got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up. Fernandez, Alderud, and Guerrero. And Tony is 2 for 4 with an RBI. He singled the last time up and drove in a run. And that's going to be a base on balls. Russell walks his second batter here. Brings up John Alderud. And John's 1 for 3 in the ball game. He's had a double and scored. And that's going to be against 15 and an 11. 15 and a 7. That's going to be a base hit in the right field. And Howard does not have a very good arm. And Tony's got good speed. It's probably going to get him down to third. Yep, it's only going to be a 65 or 66 to throw him out. And he's down there to third. So back-to-back hits here. Runner on third. And nobody out. They'll have to bring the infield in for Guerrero. And they'll go out and talk to Russell and ask him what the hell does he think he's doing. And Guerrero's 2 for 4. He doubled and came around to score his last time up. And that's going to be a 37. The team, let's see here, 9, 11, 15, 24, 31, 36, 37, 38, 39. That'll be 1. Runner called off first if held on. They pick off the runner at first, folks. Crazy. What the hell does he think he's doing? So he picks off the runner at first. That's 1 out now. And now you got a runner down at third. They're going to have to keep the infield in. Here's the pitch to Guerrero. And that's going to be a 19. And that's going to be a single in the center field, and that's going to score the run. And it's now a 5-run game. It's 9-4. And Jesse Barfield's up now with 1 out and a runner at first. And Jesse's just having a hell of a game here, folks. 3 for 4, 2 doubles, a homer, 4 RBIs, and have scored 3 times. That's the Jesse show. But Russell strikes him out for out number 2. Here you go. I brag him up and he screws the pooch. And now you got Vernon Wells up. He's 1 for 4 with an RBI in the game. He's been struck out twice. And that ball ain't going to be a strikeout. That ball is blasted, folks. That ball is hit hard. That ball is hit high. That ball is out of here. Kiss it goodbye, Vernon Wells, with a 2-run shot. And just like that, it's 11-4. Russell is imploding. Shannon starts up now. And they're going to let Russell finish the inning. What the hell? And Shannon's up. He's 1 for 4 with the double. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Mickey. That'll end the inning, but the damage is done. The Blue Jays score 3 more runs. They are a scoring machine, folks. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. It's now an 11-4 ball game. You got Rodriguez, Blaylock, and Elvis due up. And Rodriguez is 1 for 3. Singled and came around to score his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Ward strikes him out for out number 1. Ward's first strikeout of the game. Hank's up now. He's a perfect 2 for 2. He's walked, he's homered, he's driven into and came around to score. He hit that homer his last time up, 2-run shot. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Hank's having one hell of a game. So Hank's aboard for the 4th time today. And Elvis hit a homer his last time up, folks. He's 1 for 3. Can he keep it up here? And they don't want to pitch to him, folks. All of a sudden, Elvis gets walked here. And let's see. We wrote off these Rangers, but they got a shot here. We'll pitch hit for Russell. See who's going to come off the bench. I don't think they're going to bring out old Rusty. Is Rusty going to come out off the bench, or is old Tex going to come off the bench? I think old Tex is going to come off the bench. That's who I do. A 3-run shot puts you back in this game. So Tex is going to come off the bench here, 1st and 2nd. Only 1 out. Can Mark do it here, folks? Mark is batting .308. He's got 2 homers and 5 RBIs. And he pops this one up, folks, I believe. 1st and 2nd. I just popped up. That wouldn't be a home run in a phone booth. Right up the chute. In the foul territory, just barely. And that'll be out number 2 as Ernie Witt makes the catch. We're back to Mickey Rivers, who's having a fine game. He's 3 for 4 with a double. And that ball is well hit. Mickey Rivers trying to keep these Rangers in this ball game. And that ball is driven in the left field. Nope, that is driven in the right field. Let's see here. That'll be a 66. Jesse Barfield with a damn bazooka out there, man. But Blaylock's going to score with no throw. See if Elvis can get down to 3rd with no throw. Yep. So it'll be 1st and 3rd. And it's now an 11-5 ball game. As Mickey Rivers is having one fine game. And that brings up Kinsler now with 1st and 3rd. They're going to let Ward try to get through this inning here. Kinsler's 1 for 4. Can he do it here, folks? And nope, that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out, and that'll end the inning. But the Rangers score 1, cut the lead to 11-5 as we go to the top of the 9th. And Baldwin's going to come out of the bullpen to pitch. Baldwin will come out here. He'll be facing Witt, a pitch hitter for Ward, and then back to the top of the order. There's Dave. And Ernie's having a good game. And Baldwin, this is his third appearance and one save with a 3 ERA. Ernie 2 for 4 with a double, a homer, 2 RBIs, and a scored twice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. That'll be out number 1. And that'll be it for Dwayne Ward. He'll come out of the game. See who's going to pitch hit here. And let's see. Let's look at this for a second. Aaron Hill. Is he going to come in? Yeah, Aaron Hill will come in, do the pitch hitting here with 1 out and nobody on. And where's Aaron at? There he is. And Aaron's only batting .067. He's got a homer, though, and 1 RBI. Matter of fact, his only hit, he's 1 for 15, was that homer. And he gets a hold of this one. Aaron Hill. See where this ends up at. That ball is high as he get another homer here, folks. That is the question. Nobody on. That'll be a 20. And nope, that ball is off the wall. He just missed a homer out in right field, folks. He went the other way with it. Just off the barrel of the bat. But Aaron's down at second with a 1 out double here. We're back to the top of the order. And Alamar's 1 for 4. He scored in this game. 1 for 5, rather. That's going to be a ground ball down the short. He'll look the runner back. No, that's a line drive down the short. And the runner will stay put for out number 2. And here comes Fernandez. Tony, he's 2 for 4 with an RBI and came around the score. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. Palmero's up with it. Tosses it over to David covering, and that'll end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 11-5. And are we going to bring Ryan in, even though it's a 6-run lead? Let's see how long it's been since he's pitched. If not, we'll bring in the Terminator, Tom Hinkie. Yeah, they're going to bring in Tom Hinkie with a 6-run lead here. So Tom will come in with a 6-run lead. And the Terminator, this is his 4th appearance with no record and a 9 ERA. And he's got the big boys to face, Hamilton, Palmero, and Howard. But he's got a 6-run lead to deal with. Josh is 2 for 4 and came around the score, singled his last time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Tom strikes him out for out number 1. And Rafael Palmero comes to the plate. 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. Walked his last time up. And that's going to be a, it's the righty, a fly ball Out in the left field, Stewart makes the catch, and there's 2 down. And Mr. Howard comes to the plate. Frank's 0 for 4 today. Can he get a hit here and keep this game alive? And he sure does. He squares it up. Frank Howard trying to keep these Rangers in this game. That's going to be a single in the right field. So Howard's down at first with 2 outs. The Rangers ain't done yet. And Pudge Rodriguez comes up. He's 1 for 4. Came around the score. He struck out, though, his last time up. And that's going to be against righty at 19. And that's back-to-back hits. Pudge Rodriguez is on here. Alomar is able to knock it down, but can't throw anybody out. Now you got Hank Blaylock up. Can Hank keep this merry-go-round going? All this happening with 2 outs, folks. Tom gets the first 2 outs easy. Now the Rangers is finding the groove, and here's the man for the Rangers today. 3 for 3 with a homer, 2 RBIs, and came around to score twice. Can Hank keep up this perfect game? Nope. They finally get him out. Deep fly ball out the left field. Stewart camps under it, makes the catch, and that's your ball game, folks. Jays win this one 11-5. Look here at the box score. And the Blue Jays, 11 runs on 17 hits. So much for that pitching game I was looking for. And 1 error. The Rangers, 5 runs, 15 hits, and 2 errors. Look at that. Everybody but Doc had a hit. Everybody but Alomar and Stewart had 2 hits. Tony 2 for 5. John 2 for 4. Guerrero and Barfield 3 for 5. Barfield with 4 RBIs on the day, folks. Vernon Wells 2 for 5. They were 7 for 18 with runners in scoring position. Still left 9 men on base. Imagine what it could have been. Mickey Rivers, he gave it his all, folks. 4 for 5. And old Hank, he was 3 for 4, like we said, and made the last out with 2 RBIs. The Rangers only 2 for 13 with runners in scoring position. They left 11 men on base. Halladay goes to 2-0. Definitely didn't have his best stuff, but he got the win. 6 innings, 10 hits, 4 runs, only 3 of them earned. Walked 1, struck out 6, gave up 2 homers. Ward came in, 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, walked 2, struck out 2. Tom comes in, pitches the 9th with a 1 inning, 2 hits, and a strikeout. And the Ryan Express, he drops to 0-2. 6 innings, 11 hits, 6 runs, only 5 of them earned. Walked 2, struck out 8, and gave up a homer. Russell came in and threw gasoline, kerosene, and maybe some TNT onto the fire. 5 hits, 5 runs, walked 2, struck out 2. Baldwin comes in and does his job. Too little, too late. 1 inning, 1 hit. Take a look here at the standings and the leaderboard in the American League. And the Yankees are 4.5 games up on Toronto now after the win. The Orioles and Red Sox are 5.5 games back. And the Tampa Bay Devil Rays are 7 games back. And in the Central, got the Kansas City Royals a half a game up on Detroit. The Indians are a game back. The Twins 2 games back, and the White Sox 2.5. And with the loss, the Rangers are now a game and a half up on LA. Mariners and 2.5, and A's 3.5 games back. And Joe Meyer, he's leading the league with a .452 average. And you got one, two, three, four guys with 5 homers, and Roger Maris with those 13 RBIs leading the American League. And David Price is leading with a 0 ERA. You got 10 plus pitchers with 2 wins. JJ with 4 saves on the year. And Derek Jeter's leading in MVP voting. And Whitey Ford, the chairman of the board, is leading in the Cy Young. The next game on the channel is going to be game number 2 of this 3-game series. See if we get a better pitching performance. Let's see what the pitching matchup's going to be. I was hoping to see a nice pitching performance from Halladay and Ryan. We didn't get it. It was offense. And we're going to have the old boomer up. David Wells going up against Yu Darvish in game number 2. We'll see how that works out. Oh, David going up against Darvish in game number 2. I want to thank 007 Ken Castro, Paul for showing up here today. I believe that was everybody. Check out 007 and Paul's channel, folks. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Smash that like button. It helps the channel. And none of that costs a dime, folks. Until next time, you all have a great day and take care.